boy. Sucknut man, what's the problem? What's the problem? Ohio State should have put this game away in the first 5 or 6 minutes. If I was an Ohio State fan, I'd be extremely nervous right now. Penn State's up 14-13 over Ohio State. Halftime of all the noon games. Oh, well, halftime of that one. Halftime of these other games coming up. We got some good ones on, but Penn State, Sean Clifford, big game Sean Clifford. This guy ain't won a big game. Been in college for 19 years. Winless in big games. Right on cue, the game starts. He throws interceptions, Sean Clifford does, on back-to-back drives. And Ohio State was only able to come away with a total of 3 points off of those 2 turnovers. A field goal and then a missed field goal. And really, Ohio State should have put that thing away right then in the first 4 or 5 minutes. You could have taken a crowd out of the game. You could have been out to a 14-0 lead. But instead, you screwed around, pooped on your own foot, stepped in it with the other foot, and now you're losing to Penn State 14-13. And that's not even the most alarming thing, because let's be real, Ohio State could clearly come back and win this game. Okay, hell, I picked Ohio State to win, so I guess I'm an idiot too. But Ohio State could clearly come back and win this game. But the alarming thing, the thing that's got to make you worried if you're Ohio State, you can't run the ball. You can't run the ball on Penn State. Your big brother, Michigan, and yeah, right now they're your big brother. They ran for 400 yards on this same Penn State team. You can't get a yard. It's embarrassing. Into the first half, Ohio State has a good drive. They get down to like the 10-yard line. Are they going to kick a field goal? Are they going to score? You don't know, but you got to figure they're at least going to get 3 points out of the deal. Nope. C.J. Stroud takes a sack. Guy comes unblocked off the edge. Breaks C.J. Stroud in half. He fumbles the ball. Ohio State jumped on it, but the clock ran out, and you get no points there to end the half, not even a field goal attempt. Piss poor, sad, and pathetic. Penn State right now, outside of the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game, looks like the better team. I said Ohio State should have been up 14-0. Reverse it. If you take those 2 turnovers away from Penn State, even if Penn State doesn't score on either of those drives, even if they just get a few first downs and punt it away, they're dominating. They would be outside of that, they're better than you. They're dominating you in the first half. That damn Sucknuts. I don't know what Buckeyes. Does anyone know what a bucknut is? I think I don't know. Somebody said it's a poisonous. I heard it's a poisonous nut or something. It's a nut. It's so bad a raccoon won't even eat it. And what's up with the mascot Brutus, Ohio State's mascot? Why is his head shaped like a hockey puck? I don't understand. But Ohio State's getting humiliated right now. There are some other games on. Let's hit those real quick. Then we'll come back and laugh at Ohio State some more, I guess. TCU and West Virginia. Close game. Some people are surprised by this. I picked West Virginia to cover. Right now, TCU 28, West Virginia 21. That game just went to halftime. Notre Dame up big on Syracuse. I've been doing good on my picks this week, and believe me, that's not always the case. I get a lot of shit wrong every single week. But I took Notre Dame over Syracuse, and they're up 21-7 coming up on halftime. And that one, Arkansas's up over Auburn 17-13. Both those teams need a win bad. Auburn, of course, circling the drain. Why is Harsin still employed there? No one knows. Arkansas's had a disappointing season too, at least based on sort of how they've done the last couple of years and their preseason expectations. But just like everybody else in America, they're beating Auburn. What else is going on? Oklahoma up over Iowa State 13-6. I picked this one too. I'm on a roll. I should have bet these games. I didn't bet any of the noon games today, and I ended up getting them all right. Not the Ohio State game. Dummy alert. I picked Ohio State to beat Penn State. That's not happening. Oklahoma up 13-6 over Iowa State. Florida State up 24-3. Another one. Florida State was like a 22-point favorite. I took Florida State, laid the points. They're up 24-3. Halftime of that one. Just now hit halftime, actually. That's about it for the games of interest. I mean, Miami and Virginia are playing, but does anyone care? No, they don't. And would you be shocked if I told you there's 1 minute and 45 seconds to go until halftime and there's no score in this game? Jesus Christ. Miami and Virginia are making Iowa's offense look like the 2000 St. Louis Rams, the greatest show on turf. You got to be old like me to even know what that is. But anyway, point is Miami and Virginia are 2 toilet bowl teams swirling around. Which one will be the turd that won't flush? They're both turds. The toilet has been flushed. One of them's going to go down. One of them's going to remain to float. We'll see. Right now, 0, Miami 0, Virginia 0. Which one of these 2 teams will be the turd that won't flush? I don't know. Shout out to the Miami Ducks, though. The mascot is a duck. Penn State and Iowa. Penn State and Iowa. Penn State and Ohio State. Look, when you're a college football fan and you have one of these games on and you don't really care who wins one way or the other, you're not really rooting for a team, what do you want? A good game, and that's what we've got so far. Penn State 14, Ohio State 13. Again, my observations. Ohio State's wide receivers are amazing. C.J. Stroud's playing well, but they can't run the ball to save their life, which is alarming to me because Michigan ran for 400 yards on them. And what was Ohio State's problem last year with Michigan? Physicality. Michigan absolutely owned and dominated you, Sucknut man, on both lines of scrimmage. And while I'm not saying that any one game means that's going to happen again, this common good opponent that y'all now share, Penn State, boy, it sure looks like we're headed towards something like that again with Ohio State and Michigan at the end of the year. This Ohio State performance, not good. The fact that they can't run the ball. Sean Clifford trying to lose the game for Penn State like he does in every single big game he's ever played in. 2 turnovers on his first 2 possessions of the game. Sean Clifford, interceptions on back-to-back drives, the first 2 drives of the game. Ohio State not able to capitalize. And here we is at halftime, and the Nittany Lions are up by 1 on Penn State. And Uncle Lou's got some guests over here today. We'll show you real quick if everybody wants. Anybody want to tell the people good morning?
Good morning. Ohio State. They suck.
You see how to tell you good morning in that? Ohio State or Penn State? Who ends up winning?
Penn State. Penn State. Fuck Ohio State. Georgia.
Georgia. But Georgia would beat the soul out of both of those teams. That is true. That is true. Georgia would absolutely dominate them. Imagine Georgia coming out and struggling with something called Penn State. Wouldn't happen.